We have my client here, Trinity. She is receiving an acne clearing facial. And though her skin is absolutely beautiful and has minimum hyperpigmentation, she is concerned with her persistent breakouts that she gets in her chin, apples of her cheek, and somewhat in her forehead area. So with her skin, it is oily, sensitive, and it's not necessarily oily, but it is combination. And what combination skin means is that you have more oil being produced in one region or a couple of regions of your face in comparison to other regions. And that's because we have higher amounts of sebaceous glands in different areas of our face that produces oil more in those regions in comparison to the areas where it has fewer sebaceous glands. And that's pretty normal. Not everyone has that condition going on in their skin, but it is one of the more common skin types to come across as an esthetician. And right now we are removing the pre-cleansing oil from Dermalogica. This is an excellent cleanser if you do have oily, combination, or even dry skin type, because it really does help to bind to a lot of those oil-based impurities in the skin without stripping your skin of oils or water. It just mostly focuses on removing the oil-based impurities in the skin that our water-soluble cleansers have a hard time doing. And speaking of, I'm using Glymed Plus's purifying cleanser. This has salicylic acid in here and aloe as well. And I really love to see these two ingredients in a cleanser for acne skin, because it really does help to soothe the skin of inflammation. And the salicylic acid really goes in to really break down a lot of that excessive amounts of oil that's being built up in the skin. And right now we are going into our exfoliation step. So this exfoliant is Dermalogica's Exfoliator 35, Exfoliator Accelerator 35. So this is not for retail. This is a professional product that I love providing to all of my acne clients, because it has papaya and pineapple enzymes in there, which really help to increase that cell turnover rate. And there's also willow bark water in there too. So it does help to target some of those acne breakouts as well. And this is just a really great way to help to loosen up a lot of those dead skin cells and get those pores nice and softened to release a lot of that buildup. So that way, as we're going in with our extractions, we're able to really get deep into those pores. And fun fact, pores are known as hair follicles too. So as we're going in with these extractions, we're using what's called a skin spatula, or some people may know it as a skin scrubber. And what it does is it uses a positive electrical charge to attract the buildup that's in those pores, those hair follicles, which has a negative charge. The buildup has a negative charge. So as we're going across the skin, it's using electromagnetic forces to bind the buildup to that stainless steel blade. And that blade is blunt, so it's not cutting her skin. She doesn't feel any pain from the actual force of the tip of the device. But for some people, they do feel a lot of sensation, uncomfortable sensation from the extractions themselves. It can feel almost like pins and needles a little bit. It could feel like a pinching sensation. For most people, they experience that around the outer corners, like the folds of your nostrils. That tends to be the most sensitive area. The most comfortable area people experience is the forehead. A lot of times people don't feel anything on the forehead region. And as you can see, that's all the buildup that we were able to get out of her skin. The last time I saw Trinity also before this facial, it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. So she did not have a lot of buildup, and she's been consistent with her skincare regimen by implementing those healthy recommendations that I made for her. So before this facial, her buildup was about 3 times as much as what you saw on that napkin. But what you saw on that napkin, that's a healthy amount of buildup to have, especially for someone who is acne prone on who has congested skin as well. It shows that your skin is improving. It's not holding, it doesn't have as many compacted pores filled of excessive oil that bind it to dirt and other buildup that clump together, and that can create a breathing ground for bacteria to come in and create an infection in that pore, which comes out to be a breakout. And right now we are doing a facial massage on Trinity. So typically I do not do facial massages on people who are experiencing active acne breakouts. However, with Trinity's skin, because she has been consistent with her skincare routine and with her facial treatments, her breakouts have gone down significantly within the past 6 weeks. So much so that we are able to really do these facial massages without pushing bacteria throughout from one region of the face to other regions of the face. And that's why you may not see or experience many facial massages when it comes to acne treatments. But this is a little special treat for you all because Trinity has been consistent with her skincare regimen. I really love performing lymphatic drainages. They're an excellent way for you to get peace as the provider and for the client, or you in this case, to be able to relax, take a moment away from your busy day to just really focus on your breathing, focus on retaining your peace in the moment, and just focus on just dedicating this moment to you. But also, from a provider standpoint, this is an excellent way to create more long-term comfort for your client, because draining out those lymph nodes, they help to decrease puffiness, they help to decrease allergy attacks, they help to decrease how often your client gets sick, especially if it's like that springtime when the pollen count is high. It helps to decrease the amount of breakouts, sensitivities, dryness, dehydration, and oiliness that your client does experience. And that's because all of that is affected by our lymph nodes, which is the lymphatic drainage helping out. So with the lymph nodes, they're like little channels underneath the skin. And when these get clogged, fluid builds up along with bacteria as well. And if that's building up, then it can feel like our sinuses are like clogged, like we're stuffy, or we can end up experiencing more dryness in the skin because our lymph nodes are not properly depositing water, hyaluronic acid, or even niacinamide, other nutrients to other parts of the face that's necessary. And when those nutrients, including water, is not properly distributed, you have an imbalance of nutrients in one region of the face in comparison to other regions. And for some people, that can cause sensitivities to come about when your skin is literally deprived of the necessary nutrients that it needs to function. And I absolutely love performing the massages in the temple area. These help so much with just relieving stress, a lot of tension that sometimes we can end up carrying in our temples and even in our eyebrows as well. And I noticed that a lot of times, even with myself too, when we do receive these massages in our temples and our brows, especially in that jawline area, we do not realize how much stress we are carrying in those areas until we do receive those massages. It helps to loosen up a lot of that tension from like clenching our jaws. And these lymphatic drainages and facial massages are a necessary step for anyone who qualifies for them. I love to implement these into every single facial client service I possibly can, as long as they do not have current active breakouts or an extreme sensitivity going on in their skin, such as like an eczema or a psoriasis flare-up, then we are good to go. But when it comes to administering them on yourself, I always recommend making sure that you have some really good techniques down, that you are confident in. And you can get these techniques from your esthetician, or you can even watch some videos specifically from professional sources. I like Dermalogica a lot. They have some videos on YouTube that you can watch as well on how to pick up some like really good techniques. And when it comes to these facial massages, they are necessary because just like when we go to the gym and we exert a lot of energy onto our bodies to build up these muscles become stiff. So in order to loosen them, we need to get a massage. And the same concept applies for the face, because we do have so many different expressions for all these emotions, whether it's sadness, anger, confusion, or even glee. It's necessary that we loosen up these muscles so that way we don't carry a lot of tension, a lot of stress on our face. And once you get these massages, you notice that you have a greater firmness of your skin, a much more lifted appearance, and even a softer appearance for some people too, because your jawline is no longer as stiff. And right now we are going in with what's called the hot cold hammer. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably have not seen this before if you're not a licensed esthetician. And what this machine does is, on one side it's cool, and that's the side that Trinity is experiencing. And on the other side, it can become very warm. I can control the temperature. It's extremely easy. Just cool it down, warm it up to the desired level. But for her skin type, I keep it on a cool setting, because after we worked her skin with that deep exfoliation, that lactic acid exfoliation, and after we went in with those deep extractions and that nice massage and lymphatic drainage, her skin is a little bit inflamed. So this is a really great way to just cool down the skin, to create a much more even tone. And also, this is a really great add-on to decrease excessive inflammation in those areas where she is experiencing those acne breakouts. And anytime that you are focusing on decreasing inflammation in the areas where there's sensitivities or breakouts occurring, you are decreasing the blood flow. You are decreasing the food supply, essentially, for really like food supply and travel mobility for those bacteria to disperse themselves to other regions of the face as well. An excellent alternative to this tool is using your free 99 ice cube. And with the ice cube, yes, it can be quite chilling. So I recommend using like a paper towel or a Ziploc bag to make it more comfortable for you. But when you're gliding this over the skin, you're decreasing inflammation. You're decreasing high levels of blood flow in areas where there's inflammation, where breakouts, sensitivities, or hyperpigmentation may be prevalent. And this is an excellent way for even preventing the likelihood of some of those conditions of coming about. And I say the likelihood because heat and blood flow isn't necessarily always the cause to some of these conditions, but they can exacerbate them. So just, doing this daily, using one ice cube a day, do not reintroduce that same bacteria on your face. This can help you achieve a much healthier skin type, one specifically that you can be proud of. So, how's Trinity's facial? I know her skin was looking so good, especially towards the end. We got to get rid of a lot of that congestion that was in her T-zone and decrease a lot of that inflammation that's like in the apples of her cheeks, which a lot of people do get when you have a combination of sensitivities in your skin, such as eczema like Trinity, and also having acne breakouts. And with that being said, if you all want to see like an extended clip of my facial treatments, just let me know down in the comments, and also what other videos you all are interested in seeing, because I am so excited to just be back on YouTube and posting videos and just talking about skin and educating people about how they can take better care of their skin and provide better educational information to other people as well. Because let's face it, who does not try to help people that they love, care about with their skin if they do not have immediate access to an esthetician? And I want to be that resource for you all. And if you all are interested in just learning more about skincare and skincare products specifically for your skin type, or even for someone you love and care about, go ahead and book my virtual skin consultation, which is linked in my bio. And keep in mind, these are complimentary virtual skin consultations, but they are complimentary for a limited time only, and I will provide you all with more updates on that in my future videos. And also, I'm pretty sure you all are like wondering like, wow, like Helen, like your skin is looking good. It is looking good. And that is because I also am an CEO and founder of Body by Helen McNeil body care products. These body care products are absolutely amazing, designed for you to be able to focus a lot on your skincare health and giving your skin the proper nutrients and moisture and hydration it needs while still getting out the house in a good amount of time, because this is a multi-purposeful body, beard, hair oil that you can apply on your hair and on your body, and if you have a beard, also on your beard as well. And this is an amazing product that I absolutely cannot live without. It's my #1 seller best product. And 103 is a nice citrusy scent. If you all are wondering, it has like notes of jasmine in there as well. And if you want like more information on that, I also link my website in the description bar as well. And that's how you do access. It's the same link for my virtual skin consultations. And if you all have questions on that as well, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.